Okay, this is the cockpit of the Russian Ka-50 attack helicopter. Every switch, every gauge, every dial, everything works exactly as it does in the real helicopter. And let's get it started. So we'll start with the batteries, generators. This is the fuel pumps, right and left fuel pumps. My fuel gauge, test fuel gauge, make sure I got fuel. This is the power for the auxiliary power unit, which will give us power to start the aircraft. And we're going to hit start. Rotor brake comes down, fuel comes up for the left engine. And this is the APU right here, which is starting up. Now that it's stabilized, I can shut the door. It won't be quite as loud. So the APU is stabilized, so I'm going to give power to the navigation and weapons systems. I'm going to start up the ABRIS system, which is the moving map or the GPS of the helicopter. And then go down to the Betty, which is the ECRAN system, flare dispenser. This is a laser warning receiver, which will let me know if somebody's going to shoot at me. The inertial navigation unit, my electronic governor for the left engine, the fuel switch for the left engine, and now I'm going to put my selector switch to left engine and hit start. And then we'll watch on the engine gauge right here, the left engine will start. Also watch my gas temperatures to make sure right here that the gas temperatures jump, which will tell me that the engines are firing, or that engine's firing. And the rotors will start to turn. Okay, so now as that one's getting warmed up, we're going to set up all my radio systems, my data link system, and we're going to turn on the PVI 800, which is basically a navigation system for the helicopter. And this is the ID and the selection for my data link so that I can talk to other helicopters. And this is the pitch and bank hold controls for the dampeners for the autopilot. The ejection seat, which this helicopter has an ejection seat. And this is the weapon system's power. And this is the identify friend or foe, IFF power. And this is the power to the fire suppression system. Now down here is the light panel, so you can turn on your anti-collision beacon, your blade tip lights. This is your formation lights. So the left engine is stabilized, so I can go ahead and turn on my right engine. Right engine governor on, right engine fuel on. We're going to select the right-hand engine and we're going to start it, but we're not going to give it fuel until the engine starts to suck. So now it's starting to suck the fuel, and I can go ahead and lift the handle. And this engine should fire. There she goes. And as that engine gets stable, set up my moving map display. Right now we're at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, right outside of Las Vegas. That engine's getting nice and stable. And then this is my HUD display, so I'm going to lower the brightness on this HUD just a little bit. So up here we've got more navigation lights, your windshield wipers, your pitot tube heat, rotor anti-ice, the dust, and then also anti-engine dust and ice protection systems, your flare dispenser, communications to data link to other helicopters. Your warning receiver system tells you what direction and strength of a laser is being shot at your aircraft. So now both engines are fairly stable, and I'm going to hit one of the only times that I use the keyboard. Otherwise I use my heads-up throttle, hands-on throttle and stick, or I flick the switches in the helicopter the same way the pilots do. So this helicopter is looking fairly stable, and I'm going to do a once around. I'm going to shut off the APU because I no longer need the APU power. Weapon systems do not need to be on. Everything seems good. And this TV set right here is the weapon system. It's called the Schwal. It's a TV guided weapon system. So you can lock on whatever you want to lock on and then send a laser guided anti-tank missile at whatever you lock onto. It's an old black and white system, so it's pretty much what it looks like in the actual machine. And looking around the cockpit, everything looks good. I'm going to set my trim and then slowly lift off the ground. And as I said, we are at Nellis. We are right outside of Las Vegas. And there's downtown Las Vegas. Do a little bit of tilt. It's going to pick up some speed. And this map has the entire state of Nevada with some pretty good detail. So you can see we've got cars, trucks, police cars, regular traffic. Gotta watch out for power lines. And we'll do a little quick tour down the Vegas Strip. Head over here by the Stratosphere. And DCS makes several different helicopters, the French Gazelle, the US UH-1 Huey, the Russian Mi-8, and the Russian Ka-50, which is what this helicopter is. But all gauges, dials, everything works exactly as it does in the real machine. The flight dynamics are also excellent for the desktop training simulator. So we'll head over here by the Stratosphere, and then I'll make a left-hand turn, and we will go down the main drag of the Las Vegas Strip. And I got the pool area up here. Coming up on Trump Tower. Now, due to licensing, these casinos, buildings, all the names have been changed. So it doesn't actually say Trump on it. But you get the idea. This is incredible for practicing all kinds of helicopter operations. And it's also amazing to have one-on-one or five-on-one helicopter battles within Vegas. So this is only an alpha stage. This is DCS World 2.0 and it's in alpha, so it's not even in beta yet. So hopefully, here's the Bellagio fountain. At some point in time they may actually have the Bellagio fountain running. This is very early in the development of this particular stage of the sim. So I'm going to come around here, turn, make another left-hand turn, and land at McCarran International Airport. Going around this construction area. Here's the Luxor. And I'll make a left-hand turn and we will land at McCarran. Gears down, good to go. Alright, pitch the aircraft up. And we'll find a good spot over here, and I'll drop her down. And then we'll take a look at Las Vegas at night. And the hardest part, as usual with any flying, especially in a flight simulator, is landing. Not bad. And we're down.